Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a video where I will be discussing what I believe to be the top 5 mods in the Total War series. I will be limiting the top 5 for individual games, so you won't see Rome 2 in the top 5 twice, for example. I also realise that there is no way I can accommodate all the great mods out there, so I will quickly run through an honourable mentions list at the start of mods that just missed out. Please remember that this is only my opinion. There will be some listed here that you'll likely disagree with. If that is the case, then I would be interested to see what your best 5 mods are, so please list them in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's start with the honourable mentions. Rome Total Realism, a classic on the original Rome Total War that is enjoyed by many still to this day. The mod makes everything more realistic to its time period while also adding more playable factions. Europa Barbarorum 1 and 2. Again, just like Rome Total Realism, these mods make everything more realistic from its core vanilla game. The first is based on Rome Total War, while number 2 was released as a sequel on Medieval 2 Total War. Speaking of Medieval 2, I also have to mention Stainless Steel, a great mod that tweaks the core graphics and gameplay, making for a more immersive campaign for your Medieval 2. At number 5, we have the Steel Faith mods for Warhammer 1 and 2. These mods are lore-friendly and add a variety of gameplay tweaks such as economy, unit stats, and changing some of the stats of agents to allow for a more smooth campaign. Lords that are perhaps misrepresented in the base game are a bit more formidable, such as Luon Leoncoeur of Bretonnia getting a much needed buff. The mod adds a lot of graphical changes, giving factions more of a tabletop feel in their appearance. If you are a fan of the Warhammer lore and are perhaps looking for something different from your campaign, then this is a mod for you. Number 4, we have the Radious mod for Total War Attila. The Radious mod had previously been released on Rome 2 as well, but for this section we will focus on its Attila iteration. It's a complete campaign overhaul, adding big changes in campaign AI, diplomacy, land and naval battles, adds new abilities, changes in buildings, rebalances all unit stats and costs, and it reworks the experience system. The mod is DLC compatible and also comes with many submods such as its Age of Charlemagne unit mod. I personally find base game Attila a little boring, but if you'd like to spice it up your experience, then this mod fits the bill, totally improving your overall experience. Number 3 is Divide et Impera. This mod is for those of you who were disappointed in Rome 2's release and are still feeling hollow after all of those patches, especially after viewing the original Siege of Carthage promotional trailer. This mod goes a long way to repairing some of that damage, with it being hands down the best mod for Rome 2. Combat has been changed dramatically, with units feeling like they have a weight to them. Full large scale battles are not over in a few minutes, but will take 10, 15, 20 minutes in some cases. Units and factions totally remodeled and given an historical focus during the Macedonian Wars for those of you who love your history. Also added are resources that have a major impact on gameplay and building requirements, with many new custom buildings that allow for more options and use of these new resources. Overall, this mod is the go-to mod for those of you who wanted a true sequel to Rome Total War. I could have gone for other great mods such as the aforementioned Radious, but I just felt this mod just pipped it for me. For number 2, I have gone for DarthMod, specifically for the gun warfare games of Empire and Napoleon Total War. Empire Total War had a terrible release, with it being riddled with bugs and needing some patches. CA more or less gave up on this game after its release, and it wasn't long before Napoleon Total War was released afterwards. Now DarthMod is a mod that basically saved this game. You can watch any YouTuber do an Empire Total War series and at least 90% of them will be playing the DarthMod version, and for good reason. The mod helps with many campaign and battle AI changes, giving at least one decent brain cell to its already faltering brain. It changes unit balancing, such as muskets being more lethal at close range, or artillery such as mortars being less accurate. I follow this up with DarthMod for Napoleon Total War as well. My personal favourite out of the two games. The mod retains many of the improvements it had in Empire, but adds in a full campaign, allowing players to play as minor or emergent factions like Ireland or Greece or the Swiss Confederacy. These mods feature so highly on my list because they basically, for lack of a better term, help save these games, in my opinion, or at the very least made them enjoyable games, more so than the vanilla base game was. For number 1, it is simply Medieval 2's Third Age mod. It just had to be. This mod is an absolute masterpiece, something that has had many years of development, with handcrafted settlements like Minas Tirith and Moria, with units created from scratch such as Uruks, Trolls and Wood Elves. The worlds of Middle-earth has truly come alive with this mod. You can get this mod now and you will sink hundreds upon hundreds of hours into it. So many different factions are well represented, and if you're a fan of Middle-earth, Lord of the Rings, this mod is the mod for you. The amount of work that must have gone into it is absolutely amazing, and the fact that people still play this mod to this day, it has given so much replay value to a game that already has so much replay value in Medieval 2 that is absolutely astonishing. There's also sub mods you can get as well, the Divide and Conquer mod, which will sort of add different factions and different sort of logos and some different units and stuff if you want to spice things up. But the actual core mod itself of Third Age is just an absolute masterpiece. I don't think this video and this sort of section of the video does it enough justice. You have to go out there and play it. If you've got Medieval 2 and you're a fan of fantasy or Lord of the Rings, just go and get this mod. It is absolutely up there as one of the best mods ever. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. If you have any other video ideas for top 5s, best or worst in Total War, then please let me know. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. Last week I did 2 videos on my top 5 best and worst Total War games. I've done this one now as well. I'm thinking of possibly doing top 5 best units and worst units, and possibly even a video on the best unit per Total War game. So I have a big list there from Shogun, Total War, up until the most recent Thrones of Britannia. Anyway guys, until next time, goodbye.